She wed the human as part of a political truce, but somewhere between duty and deception, her heart chose love instead. The stars shimmered above Arinder Prime, casting silver light across the palace spires that stretched into the violet night. It was a world of beauty and pride, home to the Valen Dominion, an empire known for its elegance, its discipline, and its centuries of war against humanity. For generations, humans and Valen had spilled each other's blood across the stars. Their fleets met in endless battles, their planets turned to ash. Yet on this night, the war would end, not through victory, but through a union, a marriage. And the bride was Princess Seraphine Calvier, heir to the Valen throne. Her groom, Captain Marcus Hale, a human war hero once known as the Iron Wolf of Sol. Neither wanted the union, but peace demanded a sacrifice. Chapter 1. The Wedding of Enemies. The grand hall of the Valen Citadel gleamed like starlight, filled with diplomats from two civilizations who had spent lifetimes trying to destroy each other. Seraphine stood before the altar, her silver eyes calm but cold. Her ceremonial gown shimmered like liquid glass, concealing the tremor in her hands. Across from her stood Marcus, tall, broad-shouldered, his military uniform pressed and precise. A scar traced down his jaw, a relic from the Battle of Nereus. He bowed stiffly, the gesture more formal than sincere. The officiant, an ancient Valen priestess, began the rites. This bond unites two species once divided. Let bloodshed end, and unity begin. Seraphine's voice was steady as she repeated the vow. I, Seraphine of Valen, pledge peace through this bond. Marcus followed, his tone firm. I, Marcus Hale, do the same. When the priestess joined their hands, a faint glow pulsed between them, a symbol of the covenant bond, a psychic seal ensuring loyalty to the truce. It was unbreakable. The hall erupted in applause. The cameras flashed. Across the stars, both species celebrated. But when their eyes met, there was no warmth, only exhaustion. The war was over, but neither believed in peace. Chapter 2. The Cold Alliance. The newlyweds were given quarters in the Celestial Palace, an ornate fortress overlooking the twin moons of Arinder. The rooms were vast, filled with alien architecture, curved walls, bioluminescent vines, crystalline furniture that shimmered under her touch. Seraphine kept her distance, her posture regal. Marcus, ever the soldier, stood by the window in silence. Do you always glare like that? She asked finally. He didn't look at her. Do you always look down on the people you're supposed to make peace with? Her tone sharpened. I didn't ask for this marriage. Neither did I, he replied, turning to face her. But I'll play my part for my people. Then we understand each other, she said, walking past him. This is a political bond. Nothing more. He nodded. Good. Yet in the quiet that followed, something stirred, an unease neither could name. They shared the same room, but slept oceans apart. Chapter 3. The Shadows of the Past. Days turned into weeks. The palace became their cage. They attended councils together, Seraphine with her diplomatic grace, Marcus with his soldier's discipline. Every gesture was watched, every word weighed by politicians waiting for one of them to fail. But peace was fragile. Skirmishes erupted on the borders. Human rebels accused Marcus of sleeping with the enemy. Valen extremists called Seraphine a traitor. And amid the tension, assassins struck. One night, as they returned from a diplomatic summit, the corridor erupted in plasma fire. Marcus shoved Seraphine behind a column as energy bolts seared the air. He drew his sidearm and fired back, his movements swift and precise. When it ended, 3 attackers lay dead, Valen rebels wearing human armor to spark chaos. Seraphine's breathing was ragged. You saved me. He checked his weapon calmly. You're my responsibility. Her gaze softened. And what of your hatred? You fought my kind all your life. He paused, meeting her eyes. I hate war. Not you. It was the first truth either of them had spoken. Chapter 4. The Bond Awakens. Weeks later, something unexpected began to happen. The covenant bond, meant only to seal their truce, began to pulse at odd times, faint waves of emotion passing between them. When she felt fear, he sensed it. When he was angry, her pulse quickened. The psychic tether had grown deeper than either realized. One night, unable to sleep, Seraphine found Marcus on the balcony, staring at the stars. You still don't trust me, she said softly. He exhaled. Trust doesn't come easy. Not after everything. Then let's start with honesty, she said. Why did you accept the marriage? He hesitated. Because I was tired of seeing people die. If my name can stop another war, I'll bear the burden. Seraphine smiled faintly. And here I thought humans only fought for glory. He glanced at her. And I thought Valen royalty never questioned their duty. They both laughed, quietly, genuinely for the first time. That night, the silence between them no longer felt like a wall. It felt like the beginning of something neither had planned for. Chapter 5. Whispers of Rebellion. But peace is never without enemies. In the outer colonies, a coalition of Valen warlords plotted to overthrow the throne and destroy the fragile alliance. Led by General Daros, Seraphine's uncle, they prepared a coup, one that would ignite the war again. In secret, Marcus intercepted coded transmissions between Theros's fleet and human separatists. The truce was being sabotaged from both sides. When he brought the evidence to Seraphine, she froze. My uncle, she whispered. He raised me after my mother died. Marcus's voice was gentle. He's gathering fleets near the twin moons. If he attacks the summit tomorrow, everything we've built collapses. She turned away, her composure breaking. If I confront him, I'll be branded a traitor. Then let me go, he said. I can take a squad and... No, she interrupted, her voice trembling. You'll die. The Valen don't take prisoners. He smiled faintly. Then it's a good thing I don't plan on being captured. For the first time, she saw him not as an enemy, but as something far more dangerous to her heart. Chapter 6. The Infiltration. That night, Marcus disguised himself in Valen armor, slipping into Theros's camp beneath the glow of Arinder's moons. The alien air shimmered with violet mist, and the sound of warships filled the distance. He moved like a shadow through the compound, downloading tactical data from the fleet's main terminal. But before he could leave, he was surrounded. Daros himself emerged from the mist, tall, regal, his armor marked with golden runes. So this is the human prince, he sneered. You think betting my niece makes you one of us? Marcus raised his weapon. I came to stop you from destroying everything she's fought for. Theros's eyes glowed. She's weak. Love has made her forget what it means to rule. You will remind her when she watches you die. Before the soldiers could strike, a flash of light tore through the camp. Seraphine descended from the sky in her personal skimmer, her gown replaced by battle armor that shimmered like crystal flame. Stand down, uncle, she said coldly, or face judgment by your queen. Chapter 7. Blood and Betrayal. The battle that followed was swift and brutal.